Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Hundreds of pages of confidential documents and an ethics investigation into Governor Kristi Noem are now public. We combed through the papers, which include the findings of 3 retired judges on the Government Accountability Board. The questions at the center of this case is whether Noem acted inappropriately in connection with her daughter's real estate appraisal certification. The board decided that there was enough evidence for them to believe that Noem violated 2 statutes, malfeasance and conflict of interest. The retired judges then voted to close the case with the option to reopen it in the future. Noem's Democratic opponent for governor says the board did what it was designed to do.
You know, I'm not exactly sure what the punishment per se will be for this. I think more importantly, the South Dakotans need to know that their governor acted in a way that was unbecoming of a governor, and they should expect more, and they deserve more.
A second case involving Noem's use of the state airplane was turned over to the Attorney General for investigation. The acting Attorney General appointed by Noem is recusing himself from that case. South Dakota voters will decide in this fall's election whether or not they want recreational marijuana legal in the state for people who are at least 21 years old. Opponents of initiated Measure 27 say legalization will put more children at risk, while supporters say it's a matter of personal choice.
Our position is that you should be free to make that decision for yourself. Our position is that nobody should be going to prison or even being arrested for responsible personal use of cannabis. Whether or not anyone uses it is their decision.
We believe that our kids ought to be safe and healthy, and the reality is that even if they're legal drug pushers, kids get access, and they get increased access. That has a profoundly negative impact on a developing brain.
The election is 8 weeks from this coming Tuesday. Well, today is a special day for more than 80 veterans from the region. Midwest Honor Flight Mission 12 took off from Sioux Falls to Washington, D.C. this morning. 84 veterans are on board. This will be the 4th flight this year, with another planned in the fall.
We're very excited for 5 flights this year, and hopefully that momentum continues for fundraising, because we have over 700 veterans on our waiting list. We know that next year, if we did 4 flights, we'd have enough veterans to go. It's just all about that funding, of course.
Mission 12 is sponsored by the Seed for Success Foundation in Sioux Falls. KELOLAND's Renee Ortiz is traveling with the veterans, and she'll share their stories in the days ahead. Let's take a first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. A beautiful start to the day out there. Enjoy it if you can, but it is a little on the cool side in a couple of locations. We'll start with a view from our camera in Miller, a gorgeous sky above, 43 with a westerly breeze at just 5 miles per hour. Meanwhile, as we head back home to our downtown camera, it's a little bit warmer. We're talking about temperatures in the 50s, 51 actually, with a view to the northeast and not much of a breeze to speak of. There are some 30s out there. 32, we've hit the freezing mark in Custer this morning. 39 in Spearfish and in Aberdeen, 41 Huron, 46 Brookings and Watertown. And we have another chilly night on the way tonight, even in areas where we are in the 50s to the southeast. Winds are pretty light out of the west by northwest, around 5 miles per hour. And with high pressure continuing to build in, we're just not going to have a whole lot of anything going on, not just today, but for the next several days. We'll talk about the rest of your forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Adam. Fans of Augustana football can watch the Vikings play Bemidji State live on KELO Extra and the CW of the Black Hills, as well as a live stream here on KELOLAND.com. Our very own Grant Sweeter will provide game analysis. Today's game kicks off at 1 p.m. Central Time. Hundreds of people are expected to close out summer along Humboldt's Main Street today. Rib Fest features a rib competition followed by music from the national act Hairball. During a year of challenges ranging from inflation to drought, people in Humboldt see this weekend's event as a way to end summer on a high note.
Economic times, everybody's felt that, but this kind of lets people kind of forget about that at a point in time too, and just have fun and eat some ribs, listen to a great band.
Proceeds from Rib Fest will be donated to charity. Rib Fest includes a show and shine from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Awards for the rib contest will be announced at 4 o'clock. Live music starts at 6:30 with 100 Proof out of Rapid City, followed by Hairball at 9. The Sidewalk Arts Festival in downtown Sioux Falls is the largest single-day arts festival in the region. The event, held outside of the Washington Pavilion, offers more than 230 vendor booths featuring the region's best fine arts, local art, and craft artisans showcasing their works from 9 to 5. There will also be kids' activities, live entertainment, and food vendors. The festival is one of the largest fundraisers for the pavilion. Admission is free. German Fest is a celebration of Sioux Falls German heritage. It takes place at Faywick Park from 1 to 10 p.m. and includes German music and dancing throughout the day, plus plenty of German food and beer to enjoy. There will be puppet shows for kids at 2 and 3 o'clock. Wiener dog races at 4:30 will benefit Dakota Dachshund Rescue. Admission is free. German Fest is a fundraiser for Sioux Falls' Sister City partnership with Potsdam, Germany. Wildwater West is hosting a foreign car and motorcycle show featuring all makes and models. Gates open at 8 a.m. for the registrants. The show runs from 10 to 2 and includes music, raffles, plus food. The Fall Parade of Homes features 45 new projects on display in Sioux Falls and surrounding communities. The hours are from 1 to 5 today and Sunday. The 2 feature homes cost $5 to tour. All the other homes are free to see. The money raised goes to the Home Builders Care Foundation. Adam?
Oh, if you're going to head out today, well, you really cannot lose whether it's the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. Any lingering cloud cover gets out of here. We have seasonable temperatures by day and by night on the way. In fact, highs today might not escape the low 70s in many locations. So if you want a nice preview of fall, today is going to be your day. To a lesser extent, Sunday, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But for now, high pressure continuing to build into the west. Any leftover cloud cover from Friday's frontal boundary moving off to the east through Minnesota and into Iowa. That's just going to be a distant memory as high pressure takes over for the weekend and into the first half of your upcoming work and school week. So we really don't have much of anything going on for the next several days, which is ideal as we are getting into harvesting season. But the drought situation does not get better. A very, very tenuous double-edged sword here with when we do and do not get rainfall. We do get rain by the end of the week, next week at least, Thursday and Friday, featuring the chance for some scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two along the way. For what it's worth, odds for near to above average temperatures win out beyond the 7-day forecast. Keep in mind, however, through that time period, average highs are generally in the low to mid 70s. So we are starting to lose a degree or two on our average high and low about every 3 or so days. Also, odds for near to above average rainfall win out as we head later into the month of September. Highs today mainly in the low to mid 70s, but we do have some 60s out there to the southeast and along the Wyoming and Montana borders. Overnight lows tonight are going to be chilly at times. Another round of 30s in a couple of locations, but in general, we're talking about low to mid 40s. The rest of your 7-day forecast is pretty quiet through Wednesday. We warm up back into the 80s by midweek, and then we'll introduce that chance for some showers and a couple of thunderstorms by the end of next week. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.